Welcome to Burn Brightly, Not Out. My name is Nicole, and I will be with you in this course and on this journey. The goal of this course is for teachers, whether you're a yoga teacher, a classroom teacher, or maybe a medical professional who finds themselves in a teaching role. So, for teachers to be able to explore our own level of burnout that we may be experiencing, and we'll be able to figure out what the causes of that are, and then we'll use some yoga therapy tools and experiences to figure out what we can do for ourselves so that then we can also show up better with and for our students. So there are two main ways that we're going to do this. You'll see in our classroom, we have a movement and breath practice section. And in this section, we have 10 different movement and breathing practices. There is also some bonus materials, bonus meditations, and breathing and brain breaks for kids that you could just pull the video up and do that right with them. So that's one area that we'll be learning in. And the next area we'll be learning in are our education sections. In the education component, we will break down burnout. We'll take a quiz and explore where our own burnout is coming from. How much secondary trauma exposure do we have? How much compassion fatigue might be creeping in? And there'll be some reading that you can do that reflects back to you, maybe to think about where your specific burnout is coming from. Then we'll also be able to apply these yoga therapy tools that we've been practicing to figure out what to do with it. Also in the burnout section, there we go, we will be exploring the koshas. In yoga therapy, we like to look at our human experience through these different energetic layers called koshas. We have our physical body, our breath body, our mental emotional body, our wisdom body, and then our connection to others, to something bigger than ourselves. So we'll look at what burnout can look like in every single one of those koshas and maybe figure out what speaks to you, and also what do you see in the people, the young people, or even adults that you work with. Along the way, you'll see there are two discussion boards for you to participate in. It's nothing too crazy. You don't have to respond to anybody. You just get to share your thoughts out, but you could respond if you wanted to. Have a little bit of anatomy information, mostly based on the hips, because that is what most of our movement practices will be looking into the hips. We tend to store a lot of our energy and emotions in our hips, and it's a place that people commonly complain about being tight and constricted. Another section that we have here is in the education piece, the social emotional learning connection. We have a section with a general overview on the social emotional learning standards. We don't have to break them down or anything crazy, but when we look at the social emotional learning standards, we'll see that self-regulation is connected to all of this work that we are doing to regulate our nervous systems through these yoga therapy tools and practices. In addition to turning in your summary about your experiences, your journaling experiences, you will create a lesson plan for your unique situation. If you are in a classroom setting and you have a lesson plan template you use, great. If you have a way you always write out your yoga classes, great. I have a template you can use, but you can give this information to me in whatever way is appropriate for you. I want it to be easier and not more stressful. So you have a place here to turn in those assignments. And then at the bottom, you'll see we have some additional resources. So I hope this helps you understand what this course is about, what you will be getting into. You have a lot of freedom in how you navigate it. And depending on which route you signed up for this, the college credit, the Yoga Alliance, maybe through your school system, you have varying amounts of time to complete it, but you should have access to this for a year. So if you have any other questions, please reach out to me. You can find my contact information in the course and in places outside of the course as well. Thank you so much for being here, and I look forward to learning with you and burning brightly and not out.